Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to our show. Wait, are you like? I thought you were trying to like dry off or something.
I was doing Shinsuke.
I thought you were trying to dry off. I thought you were wet.
I was the Nakamura.
The Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke.
Dude, Nicole Bass. Look how big she is.
Dude, she's that's a dude.
We have some old ECW on in the background as we record. Just this is for visual entertainment purposes and whatnot. Yeah.
I'll need something to stare at when we get our break. So
you know how like in WWE if someone gets like cut open they're like stop the match, or they get hurt they're like stop the match.
Yeah, unless Vince says otherwise.
Yeah, there was a match in ECW. It was one of the best matches ever. It was RVD versus Jerry Lynn, the guy on the left. Jerry Lynn fell and hit his head off the concrete and cracked his skull and just finished the rest of the match with a cracked skull.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's
dude, I still think that fucking story you told me about Vince tearing both his fucking
quads.
Yeah. So funny.
Alright, so welcome to our show here.
It's Wrestlemania.
Yeah, this is a WrestleMania. We're going to cover so much. We're covering WrestleMania, we're covering Takeover, and we're going to cover Raw, Smackdown, and NXT as well. I don't have a lot of notes for the last three at all. Right. So we'll probably get through them pretty fast.
Yeah.
But
I have some dude. I started my screenshot thing. Unfortunately, it was during SmackDown that I started this. So
sorry to hear that, dude.
We'll see how it goes with that shit.
So make sure you guys go to our. We haven't done this in so long. Yeah, we haven't recorded in forever,
dude. It's been a while.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's been a long time. You were at Disney. You were in and out of prison. Ben's being a douche. I tried to get him to come just as a guest, and he was going to, but then he's like, "Wait, I gotta do stuff tonight." I was like, "Whatever, dude."
Come on, Ben.
Oh, bitch.
Ben's
a bitch.
Ben.
So yeah, make sure you go on YouTube and subscribe to our page, Breakroom BS, and then we have links for Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, all that. Our best thing we have is Instagram because it's so funny because Gable does it.
Yeah, I keep up with it.
Gable does that shit.
I'm really good at it.
He's always constantly posting and staying current and posting constantly every day, all the time, constantly.
Yes.
So yeah, that's that. So how was Disney? Did you like it?
Dude, I feel like we did a thing already after Disney.
I don't think we did.
I think we did.
Dude, our one after Disney would have been Captain America: Civil War. We haven't done it yet.
Are you sure?
Maybe we did Maybe we did a WrestleMania preview.
Yeah, we did a preview. There it is.
Oh. So, wait, so Disney was good, right?
Yeah, Disney was still
cool.
good.
All
it
right.
hasn't changed since last week.
Okay. I told you we fucking did something since then. You don't listen to me.
It was a quick one. It wasn't a full... I mean, it ended up being like an hour and a half still, but...
I'm going to make pancakes while we're recording.
Okay.
Wait, should I unplug the fridge? It's going to show up on here. I don't know.
That's fine.
I was kidding. You're not going to unplug my fucking refrigerator.
I mean, I'll do it for you.
Dude, it was so frustrating. Whenever I sleep, I have a fan on, right? Mm-hmm. For like an hour today, the fucking power kept going on and off here. Like over and over and over again. And it kept waking me up, and it was very infuriating. So I went and I just turned the power off all the way and hit all the breakers so it would stop going on and off.
Wow, jeez.
It was pissing me off, man. All right, so we're going to start with here. We're going to. I guess we should go in order. We're going to start with it. 5 time. 5 time.
Practicing my talking face.
Oh, cool. Why does your talking face involve your hand?
Because I'm super serious.
Dude, fucking Jackie got to the part where fucking Stannis' daughter gets burned alive.
Really? It's brutal.
Oh. So,
Jackie has a daughter. That's brutal.
Yeah. She was more upset about Aquaman, but whatever.
Really?
Yeah. She was far more upset about Aquaman than she was the little girl being burned alive.
when Roman Reigns died.
Yeah. So we're going to start with NXT Takeover New Orleans. She
would have died.
Yeah, in real life?
Yeah,
me too.
No, not in real life, just in the show, and then come back as like one of Matt Hardy's minions.
Like a zombie?
Yeah.
Come back as a Hardy zombie from the compound?
He can come back as Woken. They just need to push him in the fucking, what is the lake of, the lake of
regeneration? The lake of reincarnation.
Reincarnation.
Yeah, it's the lake of reincarnation.
Wonderful.
It is wonderful.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Dude, that reminds me. I saw a shirt. Here's the other shirt I might get. If there is ever a 2-for-1 special in my hypothetical
There's never.
situation.
That's not a thing.
The WWE shop actually has a mower of lawn shirt. It has Matt Hardy riding a mower on it.
Do they really?
Yeah, it's really great.
That's really funny.
I noticed it when I was watching Ring of Honor. I'm like, hey, that looks like a Matt Hardy shirt. And I looked it up, and it took me to WWE's website. So
that's funny. I want to get that Young Bucks Rick and Morty shirt.
yeah, dude, that shirt was dope.
I don't know that it's for sale anywhere, but I want it.
That website had a lot of fucking shirts on it. What is that?
ProWrestlingTees.com.
Jesus, dude, you were
Well,
really sliding through those.
Basically, if you're not in WWE, that's where every wrestler sells their shirt online.
Really?
They all just
That's
go there
smart.
and put all their shit there.
So it goes proceeds go straight to the wrestler then.
Yeah, they make their money off
whatever.
of it.
Well, I guess yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it's kind of like an eBay, Amazon thing. If I sell stuff, they get a percentage of it.
Yeah, they get a cut.
Because like Taz has his shit on there, like the something to wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. They all have their stuff on there. Wait. So hey,
Are you sure that's that's not a guy?
That girl was on Stern a bunch of times. It's definitely a girl.
Interesting.
Yeah, China was a girl, but people thought China was a guy.
Yeah, but that really looks like a guy.
That's just because she's so buff. It's because she's buff and she's the stuff, you know.
Buffing stuff. HR buffing stuff.
Yeah, okay. All right. So we're gonna start off with NXT Takeover New Orleans here.
Holy fuck yes!
I don't really have any notes on the first couple matches. The tag match was first, right? I think no.
No.
Oh, the 6-man match was first.
The ladder match. Yeah, the ladder match was first.
That was a really good match. I don't have anything on that. But
it was produced by Shawn Michaels, I saw. You said that's not surprising at all.
And Michael PSAs.
Michael, yeah, someone.
Mr. Dude himself.
Dut.
Michael Hayes. He still wears a fanny pack. So that was first. That was a good match.
That was a really fun match. It was a fun match to watch.
Yeah. I don't know. I expected it to be better, but it was still fun.
Yeah, I mean, we got the introduction of Ricochet. We got the introduction of EC3. EC3 is a lot of fun to watch when he's in the ring. Who
when he's bathing, too.
Unfortunately, Lars and Killian were there. And we're going to... Are we going to... Do you just want to bring up this shit as we're going along?
What shit?
The shit that happens in, like, the following weeks?
I mean, you can if you want. You mean like on the NXT show?
I think it would just be easier to talk about and like group that way. Like in general, just like how it's followed up with.
And we'll just cover the stuff that we miss afterwards.
Yeah,
that's fine.
It will flow better, in my opinion.
Oh well, your opinion's the only one that matters.
My opinion doesn't matter. That's why I brought it to your attention to see if you agreed.
Oh, I agree.
You're getting distracted by
are.
Justin Thoreau up there or whatever.
His name's just incredible.
Whatever. That's definitely a dude.
You're getting distracted by that girl guy.
It's just confusing me, and I don't know how to feel.
Okay, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to say what you're gonna say.
But we saw this week on the follow-up follow-up NXT episode that Lars and Killian are going to be wrestling again.
Hooray.
Unfortunately, I don't need that at all.
I don't want to see it at all. I have no desire to see them wrestle again.
We just saw that right before Takeover.
Yeah.
Why are we going to see it after Takeover again?
Yeah.
I didn't care about it then. I don't care about it now. But apparently they're trying to get something out of this feud here.
I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll do... I don't know. Maybe something will happen. It's not just going to be a match to have a match. Maybe they'll do something with Sanity or do some type of angle. I don't know.
You know what I could see them doing with Lars? Lars is supposed to be, like, real smart, right? He's supposed to have, like, the brain. Yeah. Why don't they just throw him up there with Braun and call them the Brain and Braun? Braun and Brain.
The Braun and the Brain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The easy gimmick right there. Done.
That's real. That's their level, too.
I'm great.
That's their level of gimmick. So that was a good match. And then we had Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. I didn't care about that match. Shayna Baszler won.
Yeah, I should have figured that. Should have figured.
Yeah, we should have figured that.
We should have figured.
And then we had the next match, which had the greatest moment of the entire weekend, in my opinion.
Oh my gosh!
Which was the Roderick Strong turn.
Yes,
that was really great.
Yes,
we got to see him join the Undisputed Era. I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was really cool.
It has me shouting "Adam Cole, baby" from now until forever.
And then they didn't. I think it might have been on WWE.com, or maybe it was even the same night. They had a backstage thing, and they were asking him why he turned, and then he was just like, "Yeah, we're not going to talk about it."
They said nothing.
Yeah.
He was like, "Adam, I got this."
Yeah.
And then they just looked at each other and walked away.
Yeah, they're probably all having sex, and they're really happy with
It's so funny.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. Anything with Undisputed Era, I love. Undisputed Era is great. The match was okay.
I hope whenever they do, I like how they're not like really like. Adam Cole's been on NXT for a while, huh?
Yeah.
They're taking their time with him. They're not trying to push him too fast. To get him pushed up to the main roster too fast. Yeah. They're really building him.
Remember in the thing you sent me, there was some clips of them in a cage fighting. Dude, the War Games match was really good.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, it was a War Games match that was really good.
I might look. Where would I find it on the network?
It would just be under NXT.
Okay.
All their takeover shows. It was a takeover. Okay. I want to say it was the Royal Rumble takeover when they did that for Royal Rumble
just
weekend.
Recently.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I think it was that one. It may have been Survivor Series. I'm not sure, but
Dude, I think I was watching that.
Were we watching the Rumble? Were we watching with the Rumble?
I started watching like a week before the Rumble.
Was that the one with EC3 where they showed EC3?
Yeah.
Okay, it was the one before that. Then it would have been Survivor Series. Okay. Yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong.
We figured that out.
I was wrong. That's great. That's just great. That's great. Then what do we have next? We have Aleister Black versus Andre.
You're really flying through all this stuff.
You got anything else to say about him?
I mean, no.
All right then.
I thought we were on the match before still because we've been going through this so fast.
Well, what do you get? What did I miss? What do you want to?
Well, Shayna Baszler, just how they're pushing Shayna Baszler, probably to eventually move up and be part of that 4 horsewomen's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe it's just because I don't care about her.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. There's nothing. There wasn't really much with the match. I mean,
they're definitely going to be doing that though. That 4 horsewomen's bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. Are the other 2 chicks in WWE already, or?
I don't think. No. I don't even know who the 4th one is. They showed the 3rd one with Ronda Rousey.
I couldn't even name her.
Yeah. I don't even know who the 4th one is.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Whatever.
Well, to tie into the tag match, they had Authors of Pain showed up on Raw.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting.
Oh, Ember Moon showed up on Raw. We might as well. Yeah, they both showed up.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ember Moon, the debut was cool. I was like, oh, look cool, it's Ember Moon. Most of the debuts, like the actual people getting called up, for the most part, didn't really do much other than to just show up, except for the Smackdown one, which we'll talk about when we get to that. But most of the ones on Raw, the call-ups, they just kind of just showed up and showcased themselves for a minute and left. That was kind of it.
Now, let's pretend like I'm a naive, new to watching wrestling fan,
like a young schoolboy or something.
Yeah, I just started watching wrestling. I do think it was really cool that they had Ember Moon going up against and working with the current women's champion and going up against the former women's champion.
Yeah.
So that was a real good push on a wrestler.
You mean for her call?
For being her first thing.
It could have been put right in the big picture.
Now, you don't think they're going to be working her into a storyline, do you? Do you think that was the most we're getting of her? Or?
I mean, I don't think they're going to just give her a world title push already.
No. I wouldn't say that far, but have her be ringside, maybe with Nia and shit.
If I had to guess, I'd say no. I think they just kind of just put her there just to have a spot to put her in.
Okay, just make her help her get relevant.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they just threw together a tag match just to have people in a tag match. It didn't mean anything.
Oh, it was. I mean, I liked the match a lot. It was a good match.
Yeah.
What was the other match we said?
The Authors of Pain showed up.
Yeah, who?
And they fought Rhino and Heath Slater. Dude,
he's got kids.
It was so funny. As soon as they got in the ring and they started talking, I was like, all right, Authors of Pain's coming out at some point. Dude, I swear I was waiting. I was like, all right, Authors of Pain's coming. I was waiting for him to come out.
I should have guessed it was them. But I don't know. I'm just stupid, I guess.
You're not smart.
No.
So yeah, I was waiting for them. And the Paul Ellering thing was interesting. They left Paul Ellering just at ringside.
Yeah. It was
Did you see the thing on bring up? Did you see the thing on NXT with that? I don't know if you caught that WWE.com segment.
No, I was doing a lot of skimming on that.
Yeah, and they had a backstage thing where they were interviewing Authors of Pain, and then Paul Ellering basically walked up. He's like, "What's wrong with you guys? What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm the one that came up with the strategy to win the first Dusty Classic. I'm the one that came up with the strategy to." They don't even do normal ones of those. Other on top rope. I was the one that came up with the strategy to get you guys the first tag titles. And Paul, what are you doing? And they were like, well, your chapter in the book is done, and we're going on our own basically. So just saying they're just leaving them. So I mean, they didn't really have a good reason, but maybe Ellering's an old dude. Maybe he just wants to be done. You know.
It was cool that they didn't. They didn't just like not mention it, just have them show up without him.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess they're going to be going in alone now. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I didn't really anything else about to say about them.
Dude, what else we got left here?
Well, we have the two matches. We had the Aleister Black and Andrade Almost for the NXT Championship.
I'm only counting one match. Oh, you left it off the guide here. You have a different guide than me?
Dude, what are you talking about?
You don't have the Johnny.
It's right there.
It's just out of order. Okay.
Well, yeah, this was the original before the show. I didn't know what order they're gonna.
Ah, yes, you're smart.
What do you want? You want me to make a whole new sheet of the matches too? Jesus fuck!
No,
God,
I'm
man.
sorry. Hey, Just Incredible just won. Unbelievable.
And he also Tombstone Power Drive to Girl. Oh wait, no, that was him. So the Aleister.
Even the guy?
No, Jerry Lynn, Tombstone, that girl that he's carrying out.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Aleister Black, Andrade Almost match. I thought the match was really good. It had a lot of cool moves I haven't seen before, which was really cool. The corkscrew dive that Almost did was great looking, where he did the dive to the outside and did the corkscrew thing. That was cool. Vega's Spike Rana was really cool, where she did the fucking kind of Hurricane Rana, just spiked Aleister Black in the ring.
I do remember that.
That was pretty cool. To be honest, I didn't really give a fuck at all about this match going into it, but I thought the match ended up being really good. For two people that I didn't give a fuck about, it definitely got my attention, and I enjoyed the match,
I'm right there with you on that.
Which is a good feat, because I did not... Dude, and Aleister Black won, and I was like, I don't care, I just like the match. You know what I mean? I didn't give a fuck about him. So, and to tie into that match, this is something from NXT, which annoyed me. As I was watching NXT, they're coming up, never before seen exclusive footage from the Andrade Almost Aleister Black match. I was like, oh, cool. It wasn't there. I even watched it and I was like, they didn't show anything extra, and it really pissed me off. They just tricked me into sitting through that shit, and it really made me mad.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
That's Chris Candido with Sonny, or Tammy Lynn Sitch.
Huh.
They're part of the Triple Threat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that really annoyed me. They really just kind of tricked me and lied to me and took advantage of me and stuff, you know? I didn't really like that.
They had their way with you.
Yeah, they really did. I didn't like that at all. You got anything to say about that match? Because I'm going to move on, and you're not talking here. I don't want you to yell at me now.
This particular match, but he did do that thing where he takes off his mask again. And
I noticed that as soon as I saw it, I was like, Gable's mad.
Yeah, I was like, this guy sucks.
How cool would it be if he would just wrestle with it on for big matches like that?
Yeah, just
cool.
like how Finn does his demon thing.
Yeah.
Finn doesn't do his demon thing very often.
I'm surprised he didn't do it at Mania. Well, he only did it for big matches, and they don't put him in big matches anymore.
There was a podcast I was listening to that would kind of address this, and they think it's because at some point he got rid of the demon or something.
That's stupid.
I'm like, I never thought there was an actual demon. I just thought it was cool for him to paint up.
The only reason he's not doing it is because he hasn't had any big deal matches, because they're not booking him in any.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He would do it whenever he had big matches, and they just haven't done that. Or whatever.
He may have been planning to do it this time, but because of that charity thing he did with the Balor Club for Everyone.
That's a good point.
He may have wanted to address that, and maybe a personal issue to him being possibly in the closet gay.
Yeah, he likes men. That's been my prediction all along. But he wasn't at... I was going to ask if he did it at Mania last year, but I think he was injured last year. He wasn't at Mania.
Yeah, of course, I remember that.
Yeah, so there was that match. Like I said, the match was good. And then we had our main event. The main event. What was the main event?
She looks like the dude from chick from Happy Gilmore. The main event was Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, the unsanctioned match that was to see if he could get his job back, dude.
The secretly sanctioned, unsanctioned match.
Yeah. Okay, as I watched, as the match starts, there was 45 to 50 fucking minutes left in this show. I'm like, holy fuck, this match is going to be long.
Yeah, it was all long.
And it was real long, and it was fucking amazing. I love this match. I have a lot of notes about this match. Let's see. First, fucking Ciampa is by far the hottest heel in the company right now. People, dude, I can't even tell you the last time I remember a fuck you chant. They were just chanting fuck you Ciampa.
Yeah.
Dude, they hate him. And I love how he didn't have any entrance music, too. I thought that was really cool. Like, he just walked down with no music. I didn't even notice. Yeah, and I think it's kind of a cool thing where, like, when he was walking down, you might not notice because they were booing him so much and chanting so much. Like, that was kind of like his music, you know? Like, people fucking hating him. I think they should keep it like that. Like, don't give him music and let people just boo the shit out of him on the way down to the ring. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I told you already. I was watching an interview with Triple H, or what's his name? Paul
Levesque.
Paul Levesque. Yeah, I was watching an interview with Paul Levesque. And he
doesn't deserve your respect, so it's fine. Fuck him.
I mean, he runs NXT, and NXT's pretty good.
Yeah, fuck whatever. That's fine. How dare you make a good point? Go on.
Fuck. Oh yeah, he said if people hated what Ciampa's done so far, that they're really gonna hate what he's doing in the upcoming weeks. I'm like, holy shit!
Because people hate that dude. They hate him. You notice.
Oh my god! What if he beats up all of Undisputed Era and none of them can wrestle?
They're heels. That doesn't make sense.
But that would make me hate him.
It would make us hate him.
Yeah.
We talked about this already. We noticed how Shane was in the crowd on the non-camera side with his kids.
Yeah.
I really just think his kids fucking love NXT.
Yeah.
Because he's gone to a bunch of them, and I remember reading stuff that, like, he just goes to the concession stand, the normal stand, and buys fucking food. And people are, like, taking pictures and getting autographs while he's going. So that's kind of cool. I like how he's not, like, because they do this shit all the time. They did it with EC3 and Ricochet at the Rumble one, where they come out there, they sit in the crowd for about 2 minutes, get on camera.
Oh, yeah. The little gimmicky.
Yeah, but he was actually out there, so that's kind of cool.
Do you think the kids are ever like, Dad, how come the Smackdown and Raw aren't as good as this? And then Shane's like, because your grandpa's a conceited asshole.
He's like, his grandpa Vince hasn't died yet. That's why. Grandpa Vince.
That's funny.
Okay, about the match itself. To say that Ciampa and Gargano work snug is the understatement of the century. These guys work stiff as fuck, dude. Remember his eye at the end was all fucking swollen and shit?
You said stiff mean that's a good thing?
Snug, just like working snug just means like you kind of connect but you don't hurt them. You're really like getting close up. You're making it look as real as you can without hurting them. That's like working really snug. Yeah. Working stiff is like a little more like hitting them a little bit more for real, connecting with stuff where they're like actually hitting them, but not trying to hurt them or anything.
Right.
But dude, like they were so stiff, like you could tell they were connecting with a lot of fucking shit in that match.
Yeah, dude, fucking like you were saying, Ciampa's eye was all fucking swollen.
They were all bruised up and had marks and stuff on them. Like they were working real stiff for that match, and they just beat the hell out of each other. And dude. There was a couple things in it. The suplex off the announcer's table looked real brutal when they just they landed real hard on the mat. I don't know if you even remember that. The one that really stuck out to me was the spot where Gargano was hanging on the outside. His head was hanging over the apron, and fucking Ciampa's kicking his fucking head really hard. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Dude, it looks so real. I was watching, I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
And like and then his reaction afterwards where he just fucking started clapping and like patting himself on the back was priceless, dude. It was a great fucking spot. That was great. It was I also liked that I got to see the a no DQ match where the ref isn't retarded and he wasn't fucking doing 5 counts. He wasn't doing rope breaks because it's no DQ.
Yeah.
Pay attention to Raw or SmackDown. A no DQ match, you're still fucking counting. And I'm like, why are they doing this? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb. And it actually made sense. I was like, cool, this makes sense. It's actually...
the announcers kept going like, oh, you can't do a rope break, Johnny. You can't do a rope break, Johnny.
Yeah, and normal fucking WWE and Raw and SmackDown, it's so stupid because they'll even do a rope break. And I'm like, why'd they just do that? This is no DQ. So that was really cool. what else? Oh my god. The fucking power bomb to the fucking concrete.
Oh, I was about to say the concrete.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I looked at that and I was like, he smacked so hard on that fucking ground. I watched the replays and still fucking rewound it and watched it again. That was brutal as fuck.
Now, that didn't happen immediately after he pulled up the mat, right? There was like a little time elapsed. Yeah. I like when they do shit like that, where they like set up for something that's gonna happen later in the match. They do it with
tables a lot. Set up a table and leave it there, and then come back to it later. Yeah, he definitely pulled it up way earlier, and then it came back to it. But dude, and when I was rewatching, I was looking to make sure the dude's head didn't fucking smack, and it didn't. He bumped right, so he held his head up, and I was like, that looks so brutal. Oh my god!
Dude, I couldn't even imagine landing on concrete like that.
Dude, the match just had tons of great spots and a great finish. I just love the fucking match. It was so, in my opinion, it was the best match of the weekend.
Dude, this show was probably one of the best pay-per-views you want to call it. It's
a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it is probably the best pay-per-view I've watched since I've started watching wrestling.
Yeah, it was. As I watched it, I had a note that said Mania is not going to come close to this. And I got rid of the note because we're reviewing it, but Mania wasn't even anywhere near as good as Takeover was. Takeover was amazingly. I loved it.
Dude, at least because this Mania sucks so much that it sets the bar really low for other Manias.
Yeah, this is true.
Dude, that rumor that I was talking about where Rousey and fucking Charlotte could be main eventing, just a rumor, obviously.
Yeah.
Main eventing next year wouldn't even surprise me, or even do the least bit of damage to my opinion there.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Specifically because it's Ronda Rousey, and they would, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if they did that because
they've
been
pushing the fuck out of her.
And she's just such a big name, you know? Yeah. She's so mainstream.
You could probably get a lot more people to come in and start watching if she's the champ.
Did you get any other closing thoughts? Have any thoughts on that match or closing thoughts on TakeOver?
No, it was spectacular. 10 sparkle ducks.
Yeah, it was fucking great. All right, that leads us to WrestleMania. Hey, why don't I'm going to pause this and back it up.
So do a backup. Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, here we are. We're back. We're back from our. I guess it's a break. I guess we're back from our break.
Back in black.
I guess it's kind of a break.
It is cuts on his head from bleeding.
From blading so much.
Blading.
That dude was a bounty hunter in real life and has 3 or 4 legal kills.
Dude, whenever I see scars on people's heads, I know what they mean now. Whenever they're wrestlers, I mean.
Yeah, that means they cut themselves one time too many.
It really did.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It looks like there's something wrong with his head.
That dude's crazy. That's the dude that fucking was stabbing that dude in the ring because he pissed him off.
That happened?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He stabbed him 7 times.
Not fake stabbing.
No, it was real stabbing where the police came.
In Pittsburgh?
And I think I might have told you about this. He stabbed him and the police came. Are you listening? He stabbed him and the police came and they took him to jail. And the guy came down and said he wouldn't press charges if New Jack agreed to train him. And he was like, okay. And New Jack got out and fucking left and never came back.
Jesus.
Yeah, he stabbed him for real. You don't want to fuck with that dude.
Now, are these fans outside? These are legit?
Yeah, those are real fans.
That's so badass.
Yeah, ECW was great.
Hey,
dude, they would do stuff. They did stuff all the time where you just bring weapons and they'll just take your weapon and hit someone with it. That's legit. Great. You could bring your own. You bring your own weapons and they'll just take your weapon and hit a wrestler with it. There's they have Nintendos and shit. People bring all kinds of stuff.
Man,
all right. So anyway, back to non-cool wrestling.
Man, I watched the Sci-Fi Channel ECW.
It's so bad.
I'm sorry.
It was so terrible. I don't forgive you. I will never forgive you.
It just happened whenever. That's back whenever. I always use this as a reference for time. Back when John Cena and Edge were feuding.
Ooh, I was a kid. I didn't know better. Oh, please. That's what the Nazis said. That's a terrible excuse.
I hated Edge, but now I like him because of how much I hated him.
You appreciate him now? Because he did a good job as a heel.
He made me hate him. He used brass knuckles.
That was his job, to make you hate him. He did good. Mm-hmm. All right, so it's time for the granddaddy of them all. The show of the year. What everyone's waiting for. And unfortunately, that's WrestleMania 34.
Yeah.
Let's start with the kickoff show. I don't have notes for any of this, but we had the Women's Battle Royal where Becky Lynch won. They did their little gimmick where they made you think Bayley won, and then Becky Lynch didn't win. I just wrote Becky Lynch.
Oh, yeah.
They did their little gimmick where Bayley was in the ring, and what was it? Who won?
Naomi.
Oh yeah, Naomi came running in and threw her out.
On mine.
Well, that's because that's who you picked.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Naomi ended up winning that. So that was I don't care. You have anything else on that? I gotta get your permission before I move on. You're gonna yell at me.
I thought it was stupid. I mean,
I thought it was dumb.
Whenever we reviewed the Royal Rumble, we even talked about how stupid it is that they don't get eliminated when they go under, and that they. I mean, granted, they didn't do it as much here.
You're right, but they did
when the winner did it and just came in at the very last second, is really I don't know anticlimactic.
I don't have an issue that they fucking don't get eliminated when they go under, but they just shouldn't do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like one person maybe at some point, but don't do it fucking the whole fucking match. This is my favorite tag team of all time, by the way, Sabu and RVD.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that match. Then we had the what? You have a question? That's
Who's that guy?
Bill Alfonso.
Okay, thank you.
It's Fozzy. It's Bill Alfonso.
You already know my questions before I even say them now.
He almost got fired because he was a fucking mole and he was trying to get people to go to WCW behind Paul Heyman's back. Yeah, and Paul Heyman was gonna fire him, but he had a match with a woman and he bled so fucking much that Paul was like, "All right, you can stay," because he almost killed himself in the ring, bleeding so much. All right, so anyway,
wait, Paul Heyman. My name is Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman was the owner, and he ran this.
Whenever it was good.
Yeah.
Incredible.
He created ECW. That was all him by himself.
Wow.
Yeah. He created ECW.
Wow, this is incredible.
I hate you.
I'm not being a dick.
It's funny because it's legit. But you're just like, wow, that's incredible.
Whenever you learn these things about that is like widely known.
Battle Creek, Michigan is the home of Kellogg's cereal. Okay, so next we have the Andre the Giant.
It was wonderful.
Memorial Battle Royal. That one was cool because they had
they played out a storyline.
Yeah, they had Bray come back.
Technically, the other one did, but it just shat on the storyline instead.
Yeah, they had Bray come back, which I loved it. I loved that Bray came back and he helped Hardy win.
Yeah,
I just kind of wish that he would have been different. He would have had some sort of change to him. Like
I was seeing other people say the same thing.
Like since he got deleted and he's broken now or woken or whatever, like he just looks exactly the same. I wish they would have done something with him to change it.
Mullet.
Anything else to say about that one?
Ziggles.
Ziggles. That's too bad.
Ziggles did not win.
What do we have next?
Hey, he made it pretty far. He was in the top 10, right?
Yeah, out of all 30, top 10. That's something to be thankful for.
Yes,
something to be thankful for.
He got like a chocolate bar instead of a trophy.
Dude, chocolate bars are good though.
Mm-hmm. Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. My favorite thing about this one, I mean, it was a good match.
It was
a good match.
It was nothing special though.
Yeah, exactly. You would think at Mania,
That's my issue with this show. Like the ongoing theme in this show, one of them is that like every match was like, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Like Mania is supposed to blow you the fuck away with their matches.
Yes.
They're supposed to have those matches they don't have the rest of the year. Like I'd say the most disappointing match because it wasn't like that was AJ Nakamura. That match was built up to be the fucking most amazing thing ever, and like it was good.
Yeah.
It was nothing special.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
We'll get to that match, but
yeah, we'll stay at the Cruiserweight Champion, the 205 Live Championship here. So, question about this 205 Live business. Don't you think it would be beneficial for them to have like them have their own pay-per-view?
I don't know that there's enough there to do their own pay-per-view with. They only have a dozen guys. You know what I mean?
They need to build onto that then and start. And I think they really need to market it as its own show.
See, I don't know. I kind of disagree. I think it needs to be just. I think
either put it all together or separate them. I don't like how they have it now, where it's like, oh, it's just a match for me to fast forward through whenever I'm watching the show.
I think what they should have done was when they did the brand split, one of the brands just got the cruiserweights. Yeah. Raw's a 3-hour show. They just should have put them on Raw. You know what I mean? I think it should, the cruiserweights have always prospered when they're just, a featured part of the show. The best cruiserweight division they've ever had in the big companies was the WCW cruiserweight division. The WCW cruiserweight division was amazing. It was one of the best things about WCW. Mm-hmm. And it was just part of the show. You know what I mean? They have a couple cruiserweight matches. They were just amazing matches. I think they're trying to do too much with 205 Live. They're trying to make it its own thing. They're trying to give it its own storylines. There's just too much already.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean? You already have SmackDown, Raw, and NXT, and now you want people to do a whole new thing, too. How much WB can I take in a fucking week?
It's true.
You know what I mean? Like, it's too fucking much.
Well, okay, if they do that, they have to shorten the... They definitely have to shorten the hours here.
It's just, that's what I kind of think about it. I just think it's kind of too much, you know? But yeah, like you said, it was a good match. I enjoyed it, but it was just nothing special. It was
a fun match. There wasn't any... I
really enjoyed the Spanish fly off the top rope, where they both kind of flipped. That was a cool move. And I don't know why they did it again in a match later, but whatever. That was fucking stupid, but whatever.
What was I going to say? There wasn't... I think for me personally, because there wasn't any it seemed like they were just friends doing it, and there was no competition between them. They were just like, hey, let's just go out there and put on a bunch of good moves, which is fine. Like we said, it was a good match still, but there wasn't me rooting for someone because one guy's a dick or something.
Yeah, like a good guy and a bad guy.
There's no face or heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, do you think you would have liked it better if it got more heated between them in the match, more competitive, getting pissed just because they want to win?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm watching. I'm like, that guy did a move. All right, we're no closer to me giving a fuck about who wins though.
Yeah. That guy just died. Just landed on his head. Anything else about the cruiserweights?
Their fucking outfits were cool. Was the one guy was Sub-Zero and
guy? That's right. He was Sub-Zero just like Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Whatever. What was the other guy? I don't. The Mustafa Ali was Sub-Zero. Was Cedric Alexander anything cool?
He had a Black Panther looking. Underwear or whatever they are.
Yeah, that was cool.
All right. 205 Live, everyone.
All right, so before we get into the main matches, I have a couple notes about the main show, general things. One of the things I look forward to every year is the entrances in the set. And to me, you haven't really seen, this is your first one, this set was really disappointing to me. It was a sign, and then, the screen was cool because it was shaped like a mask, but that was it. Watching the overall set when I was just watching it, it didn't seem like an over the top cool WrestleMania show to me. It just it didn't look extra cool to me.
I have a theory about why there wasn't more set design.
What's that?
Is because they found out how to do those fucking 3D gimmicks.
Oh, those were really. I thought they were really cool.
They were really cool, and I think them wanting to leave that space for them. And them wanting to show that off kind of detracted from the set itself.
I think the atmosphere also suffered from them having a roof on it. I think the WrestleManias are way cooler
outside
when there's no roof on the dome. But I think I think this dome was so old. I did something they could have. From what I was talking to Matt, he was like, "That building is so old." He's like, "I don't know that they could have even done it for that." Yeah. But I was like, "Yeah, that's just another thing," which I thought would have been cooler. But I guess I couldn't really do anything about that. But yeah, and then I think that would have helped the atmosphere of it. But
I agree with you.
Another thing about this show is everyone I hear talking about this show on podcasts and reviews, everyone is saying this show was fucking amazing. This is one of the top 5 WrestleManias. They loved it. I don't understand what the fuck was so great about it.
Dude, the one podcast I was listening to today, there were 3 guys talking about, they started at the show talking about how great it was. But then as the show's going on, they're like, well, I wish they would have did this differently. I'm like, what was the point of you saying it was
why was it so amazing if there's all these problems? Yeah. I don't understand why people love it. But all right, so back to the matches here. What's the first match we got listed on here?
The Bar versus Braun Strowman and Mystery Partner.
The Raw Tag Team
Championship. We went pretty deep into the show there.
Yeah, these are way out of order.
Yeah, whatever.
So
I'm happy the Bar doesn't have I'm not a fan of the Sheamus or the. You say Cesaro is good as a singles, huh?
Yeah, I think he's great as singles.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Bar though. So fuck them.
I don't really like them that much either. Okay. So my issue with this is that you have this angle where every week he has a mystery partner for 2 or 3 weeks, or he's gonna have a mystery partner. He was doing his goofy shit where he came out dressed as his brother or whatever. And everyone was theorizing, who's the mystery partner going to be? Taz thought it was going to be Hulk Hogan. I thought it was going to be Rey Mysterio. So we're waiting for it to be someone cool. And it's a fucking boy-girl Nicholas from the crowd. I'm like, I don't know if that's a boy or a girl. I just know it's dumb. And like, it fucking annoyed me. Like, I thought it was really fucking goofy and just stupid that they did it. I was not a fan of the mystery partner at all.
I thought it was funny. I was laughing at it. I enjoyed it.
I did not like it.
I could see your frustration with it, though.
Like, I couldn't get past being disappointed to think it was funny. I was just so disappointed. I was like, dude, this could have been someone cool. Like, I don't know,
I definitely agree with you. I have a feeling it was it was the situation. I'm going to talk about barricades later. It was the situation that we theorized that it was they had like someone else in mind and they dropped out or there was some contract issue and that was the last moment. The more I think about it, the more I think it was that.
Like it could have been maybe Rey Mysterio, but he couldn't do it or something.
Yeah,
like,
Rey Mysterio or.
I can see that, but I feel like that would have maybe it'll get reported or something. Maybe it'll come out that is what happened. It could. Yeah. I mean, that would make sense. Like, and what makes it even more stupid is that it is forfeited the next night on Raw.
Yeah.
So what the fuck was the point of it? It was just stupid. Like I don't even.
Well, I mean, the fact that they had to do it like that at that point, I obviously you can't have Nicholas retain it.
I just assumed they were gonna have him have like a fan come out every time or something, like have a different fan from the audience or some shit.
Yeah.
It was just a dumb thing to. I just thought it was like a dumb angle to. They just booked themselves in a corner. Now what? We'll just have to forfeit it. So I can't remember what happened. That's right. They did like a little mini tournament thing, right? To see who fights the bar at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they had like yeah.
Someone win that yet, or is that still going?
I think the final is this week. I think they had their 2 matches in the
they're not handling their tournaments very well. But then again, it's supposed to be a surprise. But dude, I think they should have those. I'm a visual person, so when NXT
need brackets.
Yeah, so when NXT throws up those brackets, I'm like, oh, cool. These people are in it. These people are in it. Leave up some silhouettes for if you're waiting to announce some names or something. That's fine.
In their defense, it was only a 4-person basically tournament. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a big one, but brackets. I like brackets.
I want to feel some importance towards this thing. If you're gonna put titles on the line.
Yeah, I agree. Importance is only going to make it better, and you'll be invested more.
Exactly.
So they did that. I wasn't I don't know.
This is going really well for me. Not looking at like one note yet.
You're doing good. I'm very proud of you. Mm-hmm. Very proud of you.
How do you feel about the did you at least think it was funny, the segment of them forfeiting it? Were you over it at that point?
I didn't.
Whenever the little kid was telling,
I was not amused.
No, yeah, dude, I was dying when the little kid was telling Kurt Angle he
get these
hands.
I was like, I don't care. Go away. I didn't. I hold a grudge too badly.
So funny.
Yeah. So anything else on that match?
No, not for me.
Okay, so we have the Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. I believe I have no notes at all on this match. The Bludgeon Brothers won. It was very predictable that was what was going to happen.
It was probably the most uninteresting matches ever.
It wasn't long. It was like 4 or 5 minutes long, if that. It was not a very long match either.
Nah.
Yeah, I didn't care about that. What do we got next? What?
It's so funny that we're just moving by that. Dude,
well, what do you want to say about it? You just said it was boring and it didn't matter.
I'll use this time for this match, that dumb match, to talk about the barricades thing. Dude, I think it's so cool when I'm watching, like, even on Impact they were doing it, is whenever the wrestlers are getting thrown into the barricades and the fans are getting pushed back from it.
Do they have barricades like that in Impact?
In Impact.
I hate WWE's barricades. Those are so much cooler looking. I really like the old school
Ring of
Metal
Honor
Bear.
ones are the exact same way, but they have a banner on top of it that says Ring of Honor.
I really like the old school Metal Bears. I think they're way better. Way better.
Does NXT have it like that or no?
I think theirs are more similar to that, yeah. I think they have something on them, but I think it's covering that.
I can't remember now that we're talking about it. I think they're black barriers, though.
Yeah, they're definitely not like the WWE ones. They're not like the whole, like...
Yeah, I think they are like black fences.
I think this might be where Mike Awesome dies.
Yeah, but I love whenever you get to see fans get involved.
Dude, he's about to kill Mike Awesome. Watch this. This is fucking brutal.
He actually dies?
This is so brutal. No. This is brutal. Watch this.
Well, not actually dies.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was fucking brutal.
The crowds are going fucking crazy.
There's some bloodthirsty crowds in ECW.
That was something I wasn't liking about Impact. Is all the fans there seemed like casual fans. No one was really getting any chance or anything.
Well, they might still film in Orlando. I think maybe if they do, that's why.
Why?
Because they just film at Universal Orlando Studios. They're just in. I don't know if they still do now, but they always used to film their TV tapings in Universal Studios in Orlando. Right? Yeah. Okay. They would film at Universal Studios. So basically, people that just went to the park were able to come in and watch the show for free.
That's what it seemed like.
So it wasn't real fans. It was just people that wanted to get out of the heat and go into the Universal. You know?
Yeah, there was like a group of vets there. There was like high school girls that did have their face painted. The fans weren't like getting me involved. It helps when the fucking crowd's involved. Obviously, we saw at WrestleMania what could happen whenever it's going the other way. It was getting me mad at that point.
Yeah, the crowd definitely. Those are the most hardcore crowds at Mania, other than like an NXT show, like at Mania, and then they're on SmackDown after. All right, so moving on from that match that we had nothing to say about because it was lame. All right. We have Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev for the U.S. title.
Rusev Machka.
And of course, Rusev didn't win. Why should he win since he's so over? That doesn't make any sense, right? We talked about this before the show. He recently tweeted, this was before the one you even put up, referencing Owen Hart's theme music, because Owen Hart used to say this. He said in his tweet, "Enough is enough. Maybe it's time for a change." Sounds like he's talking about leaving.
Yeah.
So that's kind of...
Where do you think he goes if he leaves?
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor, New Japan, anywhere but WWE.
Yeah.
Impact, maybe even.
What's money like on these other companies?
It depends. If you're like, it depends on where you're at on the like Cody Rhodes said he's made more money since he left WWE. Like he makes more money not being in WWE. Austin Aries said the same thing. He's made more money doing independent bookings than he did in WWE.
That amazes me.
I mean, you think about it, whenever you're a guy that used to be in WB and you're going to smaller shows and you're the main guy on that show, you're going to be making the most money on that show, you know what I mean? Yeah. Going to WB first is smart because it gets you that exposure, and once you have that exposure, you're going to be more in high demand at other places. Yeah, I hear New Japan just pays really well because they make so much money. New Japan is at least as big as WB is here, if not bigger in Japan. They're huge in Japan. Like New Japan Wrestling is.
Wow.
Yeah. So hopefully Rusev leaves. I'd be happy if he left.
Rusev Machka.
They don't deserve to have him.
Dude, I'd like to see him on Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
That'd be exciting.
So who won that match?
Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal won.
That was my winning pick.
Your off the wall prediction.
Yeah.
The match was all right.
I liked it, but it, like you said, wasn't anything mind blowing. I wasn't Jinder Mahal. The only reason I got excited Jinder Mahal won is because it put me in front for our betting there,
our competition.
But the actual show itself wasn't getting me, or the actual match itself wasn't getting me too excited, or nothing special.
Nothing super special. That's all we got for that match. Moving on.
If Rusev would have won, I would have been actually
excited.
Rusev
should have fucking won.
I would have been excited had Rusev won. Dude, all the funny gimmicks that fucking what Aiden English would be doing when coming out announcing them would be so funny.
They'd make good stuff.
Yeah.
They would make good time. I guess we might as well cover this now since we're talking about it here on SmackDown. They had a triple threat match to see who fights Jinder. And once again, Rusev didn't win.
I can't even remember who.
Randy Orton. I have no desire to see Orton versus Mahal again.
Dude, I have no desire to see Randy. I have as much desire to see Randy Orton wrestle as I do John Cena. No offense.
Look what that last note is.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see Orton. I don't care about Orton. I don't. Dude, fucking Orton and Mahal feuded for the world title for months. So I've seen this already.
Dude, I remember before I started watching wrestling, we at our place of business on the local TVs, the lobby TVs, they'd be playing the
that's right,
thing about how Jinder just won the fucking belt or something, and
he's fighting Orton.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, dude. Fuck. And now that I'm thinking of it, that was a long time ago.
Dude, it really should have been either fucking Rusev or Bobby Roode winning.
Dude,
it's stupid that they had Orton win.
These feuds they drag out for way too long without evolving them to something more.
Yep.
What's the issue here?
Oh, let's talk about the opening match now. The opening match was...
I can't remember which one that was.
Was The Miz versus Rollins versus Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. The match was really good.
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, but... You know what? Dude, the Finn should have won. It just annoys me that Finn didn't win.
Do you think they gave it to Seth Rollins having anything to do with him not being him being the only member of S.H.I.E.L.D. without a Grand Slam?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what their thinking is. They just hate Finn Balor. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand what their problem is with
Balor clubs for everyone except the WWE, apparently. Or Vince McMahon, I should say.
Well, hey, if you get cheered and they're not responsible for it, they're going to get mad.
Yeah.
Dude, this is a funny story. Taz was talking about his debut in WWE. Like, he was coming from ECW. He was a main eventer in ECW for years. He was a big guy. Big deal. Everyone knew him. So they were doing this angle where they would, like, show this thing flashing on the screen with the number 13 every week, and no one knew what it was. So, I mean, the internet was around already, so everyone kind of knew Taz was coming. So, his debut was at the Royal Rumble in New York, which is where he's from anyway, which is good. And it was Kurt Angle was fighting this mystery opponent, and Kurt Angle was undefeated at this point. So Taz was the mystery opponent. He's backstage, and he's in the gorilla position. He's standing there, and I think Bruce Pritchard was there, and Taz like, dude, you fucking think anyone's even going to know who I am here? And then his music hits, and the place fucking goes crazy. Nuts. And he's like, I think they know who you are, brother. So he goes out. And he's like, the moment I walked out there and heard that crowd, I knew I was fucked. He's like, I knew I was fucked because I'm here, I'm over, and WB didn't make it happen. And they didn't create it.
Fuck that.
They're not responsible for it, so I knew from that moment on I was just screwed. Dude, and he was right.
Dude, I was thinking about this whenever I was watching Ring On. Like, I get to an extent why they gave Finn the Balor Club a different name.
Yeah.
There. And
they had to if they were going to do that because Bullet Club's copyrighted, so it makes sense.
Well, yeah. Plus, I was going to say if they bring the Bullet Club into WWE and you have people, not all the members are in WWE, and you have someone on fucking Ring of Honor, shit throwing up middle fingers, doing shit like that WWE's not cool with.
Yeah.
It would make sense that you'd want to
distance yourself from them.
Yeah, distance yourself from them.
That makes sense.
So that makes sense in those situations, but in other situations like Bryan Daniels makes zero sense.
Yeah. I don't know. And there's another one I'm going to bring up later that's fucking really annoys me, but we'll get to that at some point.
Oh, I can't wait. Wait. Tonight?
A name change, yeah. So, yeah.
War Machine.
I don't really. Yeah, that's it.
I did it.
I don't really have anything else on that match. It was good.
Where are they from?
Ring of Honor.
They are? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm too new.
So next on here we have Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. This was Nia Jax winning.
The goddess. The goddess.
This shit was annoying me. I was listening to people talk about how Nia Jax won because she got her time because Alexa Bliss is being a bully, and they showed that you can overcome being a bully no matter what you look like and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, WWE are the ones that their world champ is a guy that was proud of bullying kids in fucking high school. What?
Who's that?
I don't know who that is. To be honest,
he looks like a Mortal Kombat character.
I think he is Mortal Kombat.
So cool.
So anyway, so WWE's a bunch of hypocrites because they're all about like anti-bullying, and they even have anti-bullying campaigns.
And Brock Lesnar.
Dude, Lesnar went on fucking Austin's podcast, and he's like, "Yeah, I was that guy in school that bullied people," and they're both laughing about it. I'm like, "That's nice."
Dude, Brock Lesnar's a fucking tool.
He's a piece
of
shit.
He has teeth that are made of wood. They're rotting, by the way. They're rotting wood.
Oh.
And he eats puppies.
I've seen that happen.
He eats puppies.
I turned it off after 30 seconds. We
need to spread really bad rumors about Brock Lesnar.
I think we can do it.
He does drugs.
He does do drugs.
Yeah.
They're just performance enhancement drugs.
Yeah. What's that poll thing they said to keep your eye out on?
It's basically this like testing program to be in UFC to be tested for drugs.
Is it like a website that I can look for? Like when he said look out for it, it's like how the fuck am I gonna know?
So you want to hear something really fucked up?
Yeah.
So Lesnar got busted for some sort of like performance-enhancing drugs after his last UFC fight and got disqualified, so he lost the one after the fact. People are like, well, wait a minute. What about WWE's drug policy? How come he hasn't got busted there? And then WWE released a statement saying that part-timers they don't have to adhere to the drugs policy.
That is insanely dumb.
Yeah.
That is insanely
Dude, isn't that dumb. Dude, it's a perfect example of their hypocrisy. It's fucking bullshit. Why? How does it make any sense?
Vince's boy.
Because fucking Triple H wants to keep using his steroids to look good all the time, and then people like Batista and fucking Lesnar come in and they don't want to get busted for steroids. It's exactly why. It's fucking bullshit. Guess who's a part-timer now? John Cena. Weird. That's weird. He's a big dude. That's weird.
John Cena does drugs.
Dude, it's such fucking bullshit. It makes no sense. Just because they're part-timers, they can just do shit they're not supposed to? It's such bullshit. Okay, that's enough about Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. Moving on.
Well, I think the second most frustrating thing about this is that we should have been able to predict this based off of how the storyline was going and how WWE is.
Well, the main reason I didn't pick it is because I picked Asuka. I just didn't think they'd switch both titles, which obviously they didn't.
And the Asuka one seems super fucking obvious.
Yeah, so I was like, well, they're not going to switch Nia too. It just that was why. But what's next? Charlotte Flair versus Asuka.
So dumb.
Let's discuss this. So,
Asuka has had a 300 and 900. No, it was 900
like
something
3
days.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, people are sucking this match's dick like crazy.
Dude, I don't understand.
They were saying it was the match of the night. They're saying it's one of the best matches ever at WrestleMania. I don't fucking see it.
Dude, I got so happy that podcast I was listening to, the first two guys were doing what you said, but then the third guy was the voice of fucking reason. It was like, yeah, it was kind of should have went the other way on this one.
Yeah, I don't understand, like, the match was all right. Like, and they did the same fucking move they did on the kickoff show, the Spanish fly off the top rope. I'm like, I just saw that an hour ago. Why'd you guys do it again? Coordinate your shit, man. Dude. You shouldn't be doing the same high spots. It's fucking dumb. The match was all right at best, I thought. I don't get why everyone's sucking its dick.
I mean...
And I don't have an issue with Asuka's streak ending. I really don't. I don't have an issue with Charlotte ending her streak. I don't. I have an issue with where and when they fucking did it.
Yeah.
Why would you do it on the biggest stage of all time, where it's the most important moment of her career, and then have her fucking submit and tap out? Mm-hmm. Like, why?
Dude, okay. Well, it was even the whole ending of it was just retarded. Her Charlotte's arms fucking hurt. She's not even performing to her fullest of potential, and she still gets Asuka, someone who hasn't lost in 3 years,
to fucking quit
to just tap out.
Oh,
just tap out, just give up.
It was so
and it was
dumb.
like a super quick one too. It wasn't like she was holding out for like a really, really long time.
And dude,
it was maybe 10 to 20 seconds at best.
And dude, Charlotte is a made woman. She did not need this. This did nothing for her. It didn't elevate her.
No.
She is a made woman.
She's already at the top.
Yeah, she did not fucking need this. Like, and they're not even going to do anything with it. When Lesnar beat...
They didn't do anything with it.
I know, that's what we're about to get to.
Oh,
Whenever Lesnar beat Undertaker's streak at New Orleans, I think it's dumb that Lesnar's the one that did it, because I thought it should have been an up-and-comer that could have used it. But at least for the next 2 fucking years, it's all they talked about, and they fucking used it. They used it as an angle. So, and then what happens on SmackDown 2 days later?
Yeah, the fucking...
Carmella
comes in with her
Money in the Bank briefcase
contract, Miss Money in the Bank. Just, I mean, we knew it was going to happen eventually, but it just...
So she breaks her fucking streak and then just loses the title 2 days later.
So, okay, I'm gonna guess at why they did it the way they did it, but I want you to clarify something, so I can tell you a better way they should have done it. All right. So first of all, I'm guessing that they did this because they wanted to use the Money in the Bank contract, and it's more believable that she would have used it on Charlotte than on Asuka, and they were trying to find a way to make it all work, and that's why they had Asuka lose.
I don't think they had Asuka lose just so Carmella could cash in and it makes sense. I really don't. I don't think that Carmella is important enough to them that they're going to be like, this is what we'll do with Asuka.
Because I guess Carmella could have went on the Raw.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. Like, dude, there's a number, like, I definitely think it's more believable that she should cash in on Charlotte, because whenever I thought Asuka was going on, I'm like, well, when the fuck is she going to cash in?
Yeah.
Why would she cash in on Asuka? But they could have done the same thing, quite frankly. They could have Asuka got her ass beat by 2 people and then have her cash in. It wouldn't have made any difference.
So
it's protected.
Here's what I need you to clarify. Okay. When would the Money in the Bank of expired? Does it expire after a year?
I've never even heard of it actually expiring. No one's ever had it long enough for it to expire. Okay. I'm sure there's probably been a line somewhere, an announcer said that I haven't heard, because I wasn't watching a lot whenever they started this pay-per-view. Yeah. So, and from Ben, I think, was mentioned to me that that they have a year.
Yeah, I heard someone say a year.
So I would assume that by June or July, which when the next one is when it expires, but you still have a few months. They could have had her on the Superstar Shakeup go to Raw.
Yeah,
they could have had her cash in on one of these mixed pay-per-views coming up.
I was gonna say that they should have Asuka win here, Asuka get the belt, then have a lot of fucking heat. I don't know. Push the feud with fucking Charlotte and Asuka even further. Like Charlotte's real pissed that she lost, and have them fight again at the Saudi Arabia whatever thing, and then have Charlotte redeem herself. Then have Asuka lose her streak there, and then after wait, no, never mind. Because Charlotte would get the belt back.
I want to add on to this. Okay, I think you're on a great path here.
Yeah.
Look at this. Okay, so they do everything you're saying. They have another match at this Greatest Royal Rumble. Well, they can't because women aren't allowed to wrestle there actually, but which is true. They're having no women on the card because of Saudi Arabia. But they have their rematch at Backlash, right? So it's Charlotte and Asuka. Asuka's still undefeated because she's the champion. Charlotte's having a rematch. They're getting to a point in the match where they're both fucking laid out, right? Carmella's music hit. She cashes it in to make it a triple threat. Fucking pins Charlotte, wins the title. Asuka fucking loses the streak without even having to fucking lose.
Yeah.
And then think of the heat you have where Asuka's like, you fucking cost me my streak and I didn't even lose.
Yeah. Dude, genius.
That would have been perfect. Why aren't we booking this shit?
Oh.
That would have been absolutely perfect.
We'd be good co-bookers.
And dude, and the heat on Carmella for costing her the streak in such a cheap way.
Yeah.
Dude.
Genius.
Like, why didn't they do that? But no, instead they had Carmella come out. And dude, don't get me wrong. When Carmella came out, I fucking popped like crazy. I was like, holy shit. This is fucking all she's going to cash in. And then when she cashed in and won, I fucking popped like crazy. I fucking loved it.
This is exactly how we do it. I come up with these ideas and then you twist them into better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll slab the clay onto the
mold it, Dave.
You mold it.
Yeah. But so I love that she cashed in and won because I was so pissed with Charlotte. I thought it was dumb. So, I mean, how did you feel about it? Because I got really excited when she cashed in and won.
Yeah, dude, I was happy with it.
Yeah.
I was still a little like, ugh. I got mad because I know at what, I remember the fucking Asuka loss.
Yeah.
I was like, man, now it's even worse because she just fucking...
Yeah, dude, I love that she cashed in on her. It was great.
Yeah.
And
fuck Charlotte.
Yeah, it was really cool they did that.
So there's gonna be no women at this thing?
No, they're not allowed to have women wrestle in Saudi Arabia.
Why are we doing this then?
Because we love Saudi Arabia and their hatred of women. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
This doesn't make any sense.
No.
Stephanie McMahon should go up there and to be the host of it.
She should just show her tits to everyone.
Yeah.
And then have the entire 50-man...
ankle, I guess.
Have the entire 50-man Greatest Royal Rumble just gangbang her in the ring. That'd be awesome. She could take it. She's a whore.
I'm sure Paul
Levesque.
Paul Levesque would be fine with it.
You need anything else to add to the Charlotte match?
Nope. Nothing useful.
All right, we're down to the final 4 matches. Let's go to Daniel Bryan and Shane.
Bryan Danielson and Shane versus Owens and Zayn.
Owens and Zayn get rehired if they win. I have 0 notes on this match. What do you think of the match?
Yeah, I didn't really have anything special to say about this. I'm surprised Shane didn't die.
Yeah. The whole having Daniel Bryan on a stretcher thing, or not even on it, but laying there, seemed completely unnecessary and dumb to me.
Yeah,
I didn't see the point of it.
Even as soon as the show ended, I'm like, why the fuck did they even bring the stretcher out?
Yeah.
He was on it for like 2 seconds, completely pointless.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Do I need to get closer? Am I good?
Yeah, get closer.
Okay.
I mean, you're good where you're just sort of leaning.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't really... I thought Owens and Zayn would win, but to be honest, as soon as I remembered there was a Superstar Shakeup, I was like, well, then why the fuck did I pick Owens and Zayn?
Yeah.
It was completely unnecessary.
Yeah. It'd be really cool if they really go along with this a little longer. Maybe if they would have went along with this and would have had Owens and Zayn show up on some indie show. Just this week, just to help their purpose.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with it. I really don't.
I think they're just gonna be done with it and move on.
Well, I mean, they're not gonna be on Raw because their match was a fucking double DQ. They're fired from SmackDown. How the fuck are they gonna get put on either one?
I guess you can't shake up if
they're not on the shows.
Put them on NXT.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I really don't.
I'm interested. It is interesting.
It is interesting. All right, let's.
They obviously didn't really fire them, right?
No, they're not really fired. No, they did not really.
I mean, they could have been they could have been letting them go and just using that as storyline.
No,
I don't know.
So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot about John Cena and Undertaker.
Yeah, that sucked.
That was an amazing match.
Yeah.
I didn't care about it at all. I didn't care.
Dude, it probably wouldn't have been as annoying had John Cena not been talking or doing this thing for literally 6 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
If they would have done it a week, maybe 2 weeks before Mania, then fine, whatever. But he's been doing this for weeks.
Yeah.
Weeks.
Weeks.
Dude, back since Elimination Chamber is when he's like, oh, I need to find my road to Mania. Do you think back then they knew what was going to happen?
Yeah.
That's fucking dumb then.
I think it was a plan the whole time to have him and Taker. I really do.
I think they should have just not had John Cena in any of the matches. Have him show up 2 weeks before Mania and be like, hey, I want to be at Mania too. And then have him try to call out Undertaker then. And then do it if you're going to do it.
I want to be at Mania too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I still wanted that. By no means I wanted that to happen. I'm just saying if you're gonna do it, you don't have to put so much fucking hype into it. It's gonna be the biggest thing ever, and then have it be a 5-minute squash match.
Yeah, I agree.
You agree?
It was dumb.
I picked Taker.
Oh yeah, we all picked Taker.
There's something else to say about that. I thought
ranting and rambling.
Yeah, dude, think of how many missed opportunities there were for guys who aren't as big in the picture that John Cena just took up, and he says he wants to help push new talent.
Yeah, that's all a bunch of bullshit. He never wants to push new talent.
I mean,
he's such a fucking douchebag hypocrite about that.
Yeah.
You need to get closer now. Get up here.
Right. Yeah, I'm done with that one. Did I hit any good points?
Points? Yeah, you hammered home that Cena's a douchebag.
Cena is a douchebag.
Yeah. Cena is a douchebag. I tell you what he signed on the autograph when I met him?
I take roids.
No. He told me that in secret. He didn't sign that. It was when they were doing that whole, you weren't watching it whenever AJ Styles was feuding with John Cena, and he would beat him up all the time. And he's like, you know what I'm going to do tonight? I'm going to go home, and then I'm going to go to the hotel, then I'm going to hashtag beat up John Cena. And he kept saying, it was really fucking funny. And him and Anderson and Gallows would keep saying all the time. And it started trending all the time on Twitter and shit. So whenever I met him, I was like, can you hashtag this beat me up? And he put hashtag beat me up on this when he signed it. And then when I met Nikki Bella, who was there at the same time, I had her put hashtag I beat up John Cena on hers. And then she said something like, oh, I do it all the time, but he likes it or something weird.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. So let's go to Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus who? Who'd they fight?
They fought the
most badass tricycle riding duo in the world.
Oh yeah, the Bludgeon Brothers. Oh wait, I mean Kurt Angle and Triple H. I mean Triple H and Stephanie.
Oh boy, you just named the only two real wrestlers in the match, but so it was cool when they came out on their tricycles, right? Those bikes were so gay.
Dude, it would the design of everything looked really cool, and then they just go 1 mile an hour on their little scooters.
Oh,
this is so silly.
It was so stupid. Here's a crazy idea.
It's just, I mean, the fact that they were trying to look so cool was so dumb. Okay, sorry.
What I thought was funny was Taz was like, here's a crazy idea. How about you guys take that money you spent on your stupid bikes that you did last year and actually spend it on a new talent that could have a cool entrance and be like highlighted in Spotlight. I'm like, that's a good point. Like, why didn't they give a cool entrance to fucking Finn? Or give a cool entrance to fucking Rusev? Or give a cool entrance to fucking Jinder? Like, why do you need to do it for Triple H and Stephanie? Because they're Triple H and Stephanie.
Yeah.
Fucking douchebags.
Why, did you, catch the not, I don't want to say nod to, but I'm going to say it anyway, the nod to Triple H's entrance whenever apparently, Charlotte Flair, was like one of the sluts that was,
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, for Triple H. And that's why Charlotte Flair had
the three guys.
Yeah. Did you see the list? I didn't recognize any names.
I didn't recognize any of their names. I feel like they're probably NXT guys that are just training and not on TV or anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. Let's see. Notes about this. I don't understand why this was leading up to this match and during this match, that Stephanie is constantly just fucking bowing up to Ronda. Like, I'm like...
Makes zero sense.
I'm like, dude, there was one point in the match where she ran away from her, and she should have been doing that the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
It's so fucking silly. And another thing that fucking pissed me off, and I felt justified because Taz brought it up on his show, and I was bitching about it when we were watching it.
Sure.
Why the fuck did Stephanie block her armbar like 3 or 4 times? Dude, 3 or 4 times Ronda goes to do the armbar and Stephanie's blocking and holding her hands. I'm like, fucking people in UFC who are actual fighters cannot block her fucking armbar.
Yeah.
She should have done it one time for like 3 seconds at the end of the match.
And it'd be the end of the match.
Yeah, and all it did was make Stephanie look tougher. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. She's Stephanie McMahon.
They're trying to give Stephanie a push.
She's blocking Ronda Rousey's fucking armbar. It just seems so stupid to me. They're trying to give her a push.
I don't know. It just seems really dumb to have her come in and then act like, you're right, Stephanie McMahon of all people could like compete. Like I get they tried to like make Stephanie look better by being like having her and Triple H be like the jumpsuit twins. Like, and have the trainer be like, Stephanie and Triple H are superior beings, and
dude, you can sell your bullshit all you want. I'm not gonna buy it. Like, dude, like, oh, Stephanie's been training though for the past week. I can go fucking train for 3 weeks. I'm not fucking beating Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
She was doing it for fucking years. She was in the fucking Olympics for fucking like Taekwondo or some shit with her judo. Like, it's just silly. I'm like, I don't know. It's just silly to me.
I mean, the more I think about it, the more I like Kurt Angle as her partner though, because they're both Olympic gold medalists.
Yeah, that was a cool fit.
I didn't think about it like that until media error.
Media.
I want some French fries. Is McDonald's open?
Yes.
Oh, great.
You have anything else on that match? I thought Ronda did a good job in the match.
Dude, the match was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, the mixed gender stuff they handled fairly well.
Some of that shit surprised me. I was really surprised whenever I think it was Triple H pulled Ronda out of the ring.
Pulled her legs and she fell.
That surprised me. Angle putting Stephanie in the ankle lock surprised me even more.
Yeah.
But do you know why? Because it's Stephanie and Triple H and do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to get in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, they're fucking running the show. They can do whatever they want.
Dude, we're really pushing the... We're getting towards the end here. This is scary.
We still have Raw and Smackdown and NXT to talk about.
Yeah, well, I mean, the what I'm dreading is getting the Roman Reigns things because I don't want to relive it. I'll have flashbacks.
I don't want to relive it.
It's
I'm going to show you something cool here.
Nah, it's probably dumb.
No, this is something small that's cool. And I'll tell you when we're about to get there. So I have nothing else about this match either. So the next match...
I forgot we were recording for a second.
The next match we're going to get to, keep an eye on the Sabu's weird brother with the red pants. And keep an eye on the outside of the ring too, actually. Coming up here, I think after this move. All right, watch when he runs to the ropes and watch the guy outside the ring here. Look at Sabu here. What he does here. This is kind of cool. After this. All right, come in here right here. We'll watch the outside there. Something so little that's kind of cool that he tries to do. Look at this. He tried to stop him and he couldn't stop him in time.
Oh, that's clever.
He went to go and jump and he missed. Like, that's like, I love little stuff like that.
That's Sabu's brother?
No, it's not. No, I just made all because he's wearing similar type pants and.
That's why I thought you were serious because they are dressing.
Oh yeah, they're not.
They're identical.
They're identical twins, but
dude,
different.
It'd be like great if like he took off his mask and it was like Sabu.
It was like actually him.
Yeah,
it was like a clone.
You're like, what the fuck? There's two Sabus.
That'd be really cool. So moving on, we have we have AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I have 0 notes on this match. The match I thought was good. I thought it was going to be way better than it was. It was still good.
Dude, it was the dream match.
Yeah, it was the dream match.
And then next week we had the fantasy match. Is that what he called it?
Yeah, that was fucking stupid.
Why are we nicknaming all these matches trying to get them overhyped? How about we just have a good fucking match and then we'll name it after?
I literally would not be I swear to God, I would not be surprised if they purposely didn't have the most amazing match of all time. Just because Reigns and Lesnar was coming up. And they didn't want to, like, you know what I mean? Fucking get the crowd so insane that it's so good that Lesnar and Reigns come up and they just don't care. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that.
Yeah.
They're like, don't fucking go nuts here. Have a good match, but don't go crazy. And I'd have been like, you can go fuck yourself and still have a great match anyway.
Oh my god!
What happened?
Dude, he's just I don't know. Rob Van Dam's amazing.
He is.
Dude, he came out of nowhere and just landed like across the ring. Like they're looking at the camera's focused on that side of the ring.
Did he do a frog splash?
I don't know. I don't know. But he landed on him. That's what I got for you.
Cool. That's only 2 to 3 moves for someone lands on
they're
someone.
focused on the left side of the ring, and then Rob Van Dam comes from like the fucking sky. I don't know. It just seems like he would have had gotten amazing like fucking height on that one to be able to land that without
his
anyone noticing.
5-star frog splash is amazing. Like it's so funny because the guy could be laying. You know how a lot of times when the guy's laying in the ring, they kind of reposition themselves subtly so they get set up for it. Dude, he tells guys like there was I can't remember who it was. It might have been Taz. He was like, "Where do you want me on the ring?" He's like, "Dude, I don't care anywhere." He's like, "No, we want me to lay." He's like, "Dude, I don't where you're at. Whatever, dude. I'll get to you." And dude, he can hit that frog splash. He turns in midair and moves to land it right. Like, his frog splash is amazing. He is, like, the greatest frog splash ever. But anyway.
Oh, my God. That was so distracting. Rob Van Dam's great.
Yeah, he's the great.
What happened to him?
He went to WWE. Wah, wah, wah.
Is he, like, dead now?
No, he's just not wrestling right now.
Oh, okay. Could he come back? Is he too old?
No, he could still wrestle.
Okay.
But, yeah, they just ruined him. They just did they sprinkled their WB dust on him and it sucked.
Put him on Ring of Honor.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know that he's ever been in Ring of Honor.
I feel like he'd do well there.
Yeah. Okay, wait, what were you going to say? Because we're going to get back to our review here.
I was going to say, you could either look at what...
This is probably going to be cool.
Yeah.
He hasn't been a Boston Crab and he's still going to do a leg drop on him.
I was going to say, for the people who haven't left outside of the fucking WWE universe, I just left it for the first time this week, and Ring of Honor is like NXT 2.
You're like, and I'm not looking back. It's great.
Or NXT 2, or NXT is like Ring of Honor 2, whatever, however you want to look at it.
Yeah, Ring of Honor is really good.
Yeah.
All right, back to our review. AJ Styles versus Nakamura. What happened in the match, Gable? Nakamura punched him in the dick.
Yeah, he gave him a low blow.
Yeah, it was
I remembered
funny.
it.
You did.
I did it that time. I did the thing.
Yeah, it was a nice turn. I didn't see it coming. It was a cool little surprise.
AJ retained his belt.
Yeah.
So his pants aren't going to be falling down.
All right, so we got Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns next.
All right. Brock Lesnar retained his belt, so his pants aren't going to be falling down.
He doesn't wear pants. He just walks around with his dick out.
He walks around with his dick out holding a Jimmy John sub.
The reason he does is because it's so small. He's like, they're going to think I'm fucking crazy. Why am I walking around with my tiny dick out? And he's like, and no one's going to fuck with me. Why would I showcase my tiny dick? People are just going to be confused.
Yeah, and if anyone ever tries to like fuck with him, he can just beat them with a Jimmy John sandwich.
That's true. His wiener.
Do you know what the owners of Jimmy John's does?
What?
I don't know.
I think they like sit and collect money.
But I saw like pictures of him with like a bunch of animals, and there's like one of him like naked with like a shark or something that he illegally caught.
Being naked with it also seems illegal.
He does illegal animal hunting.
It also sounds like he does illegal animal fucking too.
Yeah, it's what it looked like, and they're like, "Oh, he just poaches," and I'm like, "Oh."
And then he fucks them.
Does no one notice that he's naked in that one?
Nothing weird about that. He's just poaching.
Yeah.
The main event sucked. The audience hated it. Remember, there was "This is awful" chants amongst other chanting.
I have never, like, in any, not even just wrestling, any live event, seen such anger come from a crowd.
Dude, and how about it's the main event of fucking WrestleMania?
It's the main event of WrestleMania.
How is that not a problem? Like, I don't...
No one seems to care. Yet it's one of the best WrestleManias ever.
And he kicked out of 5 F5s. He took 6 F5s to beat him. At a certain point, it goes from Roman being tough to just be fucking silly.
Yeah.
It's just fucking silly. It's just so fucking stupid. That was fucking dumb. Dude, I don't know, man. It was just stupid. I mean, I liked it. I did like that Lesnar won just because, dude... Anyone in the world would have bet $100 that Reigns was winning. Everyone was sure he was winning.
Yeah.
No one thought Lesnar was winning.
They just did it to be. They did it to be different.
That's all they did. They did it to be different. And we read that thing how apparently Lesnar signed his contract that fucking day.
Yeah.
He signed his contract that day, and Roman initially was supposed to win, and then they found out he was losing.
The exact quote is that Roman walked into the building with the mindset that he was winning that night.
Yeah. And dude,
that's crazy.
We could talk the blood. There's the blood too. The blood happened. There was a lot of blood. Remember?
Yeah.
Reigns' blood like crazy.
Yeah, they didn't fucking stop the match, dude. I've never seen someone bleed more, like ever.
It was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah, he definitely bled a lot.
Dude, but he physically couldn't see because of how much blood was there. Do you catch Corey Graves' joke about the Samoan bloodline?
No, what did he say about it?
He's like, I don't know, he was just talking, I forget the rest of the sentence, but he mentioned, as Roman Reigns is wiping the blood away from his eyes, he's talking about the deep wrestling bloodline that Roman Reigns, represents.
And it's all over his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey Graves is great.
Yeah.
We were talking offline. It's a stupid way to say it, but that's what people say, and it's dumb. We were talking not on the podcast about...
Me?
What?
You and me?
Oh, we don't say that. Wait, what?
You and me?
Hey, we were talking not on the podcast about how great Corey Graves is.
Corey Graves is great.
He's by far my favorite announcer. I love him.
What was the one thing? Any time he talks about fucking Matt Hardy or the wokenness,
stuff.
Yeah. Who's the other guy? Is that Coach?
Michael Cole and then Coach.
Is it Michael Cole?
Michael Cole's the white dude. Coach is the black dude.
Whoever's the one who normally shits on the Matt Hardy stuff. Michael Cole. Yeah, he's like, oh, I could see Matt Hardy going somewhere, and Corey Graves is like, don't act like you're woken now, Michael.
Dude, it was so funny. Whenever Michael Cole was bashing it, he would be like, you need to watch yourself. He's gonna send Vanguard 1 after you. Like, he would always make comments to him and make fun of him. But
so great.
All right, so that sucked, and the show sucked, and we're done with WrestleMania.
Dude, if I don't care if the rest of Mania is fucking like up to speed. If your main event is getting this is awful chants and boos, if this is your main event, there's no way you can say WrestleMania was great.
It's stupid.
You can't.
And dude, and they also said in the thing we were reading how the reason they didn't want to give Reigns the titles because he would get booed after winning it. The whole match got booed, so who fucking cares?
Anyway. Dude, to be honest, personally, I haven't been watching as long as you, so you're more pissed off about getting Roman Reigns shoved down your throat.
Yeah.
But I would have rather seen fucking Roman Reigns win the belt than have to watch like Brock Lesnar ever again, just because I hate watching Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Whenever he is on.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous the fact that he's your champion and he's like never fucking there.
What's really has me interested is that article mentioned how they're not sure if he's just re-signed for like one match.
Yeah, they don't know the length of it.
Yeah, I'm like, match?
It said that they know he didn't extend it.
Yeah.
It is a new contract,
yeah,
but they don't know how long it's for.
Yeah. So, well, let's start talking about WrestleMania because it sucked. Let's move on to Raw. You want to move on to Raw? We'll go over the random Raw stuff.
Takeover.
Again?
Oh, okay.
You'll do it again.
All right. So
Raw started off with Ronda Rousey in the ring. Okay, so apparently Ronda Rousey's gimmick is some like split personality bipolar disorder. Because did you notice how like this really I thought was silly? Like I get her whole snapping thing. I'm fine with that. She snaps and attacks Steph. I was like, whatever. Dude, like, after she attacked Steph, she instantly went from having, like, pissed off, ugly, angry face to having, like, the huge, fake, obnoxious smile.
Yeah.
I'm like, it was really a little much. Like, I don't know, man. This is her whole, like, giant smile and happy face thing, I think, is, like, really silly and just fake looking to me. I don't know, man. That's all I have to say about that.
My first note isn't until Paige making her announcement.
Okay, Paige. Oh, that. I don't know when that happened because I don't have a note about it. Let's just get over that now.
It's before the Lashley thing.
Okay, let's go over that. Well, let's go over that now. Then go.
Paige. Well, at the time I was like, "What the fuck? Like, why is this a thing?" Because from my understanding, Paige doesn't wrestle anymore.
They never officially said she's retired on the show.
So it makes sense that it made sense once we saw SmackDown why they did this.
Yeah, it did.
I think it's really cool that they're making her a general manager.
Dude, whenever it happened, in my note I put "well played WWE," because I wasn't expecting her to come out at all.
Yeah, dude, I like this angle they're doing here, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That's all I got for that.
No Way Jose was called up. I didn't care at all.
Dude, neither did I.
Dude, you didn't watch when he was on there, but this is like a blatant ripoff of Adam Rose's gimmick from a couple years ago. He said this gimmick where he was like a party guy, and he would have this train of people come out behind him and dance going out to the ring, dressed up in costumes. It is a blatant ripoff of it.
It sounds directly.
It is like, dude, it's Adam. It's Jose Rose. It's so bad. It's such a, and I did not give a fuck about that at all. But as you alluded to before, Bobby Lashley came back, which is kind of cool.
Is that where they just had Raw like?
Oh, they threw a ref in the crowd.
Is that the place where they just had that one Raw recently?
The Manhattan Center, I think it is.
That's Taz, right?
Yeah, that's Taz.
Look at him. Look at that. He's just a baby. He's just a baby.
That's not nice. He's not that short. Jeez.
What were we at here?
He's not like a midget.
What were we at?
Bobby Lashley came back.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think, was I discussing with you off air? How he's still on Impact right now?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. Tonight's the what? It's technically it was the 12th. I just watched the Impact from tonight. And he was cutting promos on there still.
Is it something where he seems like he's going to be on again, or did it kind of...
He's talking, and from what I was reading, it seems like he still has like at least one more match to go.
That's funny.
Maybe it's next week. Yeah, I don't know. What was I going to say? What I was reading online about like to see what other people were thinking about Impact before I started watching it. And apparently Lashley has been cutting good promos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even for the people who said that they used to hate him on WWE, they like the promos that he's doing on Impact.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, so maybe he's gotten better. Oh, my.
I mean, the only issue is that, like, WWE writes all their shit for him for the most part.
Yeah,
so someone that's good at cutting their own promo might suck there because they fucking micromanage everything.
It's unfortunate.
Speaking of TNA...
Oh, wait. Whenever Lashley came out, did you see this guy? This guy
I did notice
it was so funny.
No-sell it and not even look at him, basically. I do remember
He's
that.
Like, I don't even care.
Yeah. Speaking of TNA, let me preface this with saying that WWE does not say TNA at all. They don't even reference them. They will not say TNA ever on air. And my favorite moment of the night was when Kurt Angle was talking to Owens and Zayn, and he says, "Our tag team division is full, but I hear TNA is hiring."
Yeah, dude.
Did you hear the crowd fucking laugh and pop?
They went fucking. Is
that
a pop?
Yeah, they popped. It was really funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the only reason they did it now is because technically TNA folded.
Did they?
They're not TNA anymore.
Yeah, but they haven't been. Dude, they've gone through this shit a lot.
Yeah.
Like they were the Owl something. I don't know. They've gone through a bunch of shit. They were GFW.
Dude, another thing I was reading about that is that a lot of the issues that they had before are still there because like most of how they run their shows, the exact same. It's like, why wouldn't you change it? You're clearly not doing well.
They don't know. Dude, it's a matter of time.
Sense.
Everyone's been saying they're going to go out of business for the past 10 years, and they keep somehow not going out of business, but I think it's just a matter of time. I really do. We already talked about that.
Talked about AOP.
Talked about that. Okay, Reigns.
I like this. This is nice.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
I'm going to keep doing this.
Reigns' promo, I thought was completely retarded and made no sense.
Dude,
he was talking about like, I don't know what's going on around here. I didn't hear about this match till earlier, and I didn't even know that Lesnar re-signed till that day. And I'm like, you sound like a paranoid, whiny bitch. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do right now.
I didn't catch the point of it. I didn't even bother taking notes of it.
Dude, it made no sense. I'm like, he's whining and he doesn't make any sense. So I didn't understand that. But Joe came back.
Yeah, Samoa Joe coming out and basically calling him a whiny bitch was great.
That was great. I like that. The backstage shit with the Hardys and then Wyatt and Balor and Rollins was great.
I think I took a picture because I was using my tablet.
Oh, nice.
I wanted to have it all in one place still.
So that stuff was funny. I enjoyed them. What Jeff was like talking to Matt and them.
Yeah, they fought Titus Worldwide.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that was okay, I guess.
Yeah. So what Jeff was talking to Matt and all them. You need to focus there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just getting it ready.
There you go. So Jeff was talking to like Matt and all them in the backstage, and what was he with Rollins and Balor or something?
Yeah, it was Rollins and Balor.
Yeah. And then he calls him Brother Nero.
It was so funny.
Yeah, and then Rollins or one of them was like, "What was that all about?" And he's like, and just shrugs and walks away.
We didn't even talk about Jeff coming back.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So I like that. I thought it would have been funnier if like he'd have been like, "Oh, it's just family stuff," and like walked away. But it was still funny. I liked it. Do you have anything else on Raw?
Do you think we're gonna see more Brother Nero stuff?
I think we will.
Okay.
I think Brother Nero's gonna. You think he's gonna turn into Brother Nero?
I think it's gonna be like two characters on the show. Basically.
That'd be kind of cool.
They'll do the stuff with Jeff Hardy, but then have him still do his
Brother
shit.
Nero.
Yeah,
I'd like that. I'd be down for that. Dude, I got really happy when they announced that Daniel Bryan's a full-time wrestler now, no longer the GM. I thought that was really cool. Because he's actually like, dude, give him a fucking push. Push him to the moon. Make him a fucking world champ. I love that they're doing that.
Well, I didn't understand as excited as I was for Paige to be GM. I think it was a stupid. I don't understand what was the point of having Daniel Bryan fight.
Okay, I have a note about this. Okay. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles is like a WrestleMania main event.
Yeah, this is like, you texted me.
This isn't a fucking throwaway SmackDown fucking match. Like it made no sense to do that.
I completely agree. And dude, I had more fun watching that match than I did the Styles Nakamura match.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I enjoyed that match a lot. I thought that was a good match.
Yeah, I thought that was so dumb they did that.
Poorly booked or whatever you want to call it, but good match nonetheless.
It made no sense to me. You just gave it away. Like, I don't know.
Just be happy we got it, Dave.
Yeah. Speaking of Nakamura, dude, I really enjoyed his promo backstage. Like when he goes, "No speak English." That was really,
I should have. Yeah, I love that shit. That shit was funny.
I really think I'm gonna like him as a heel now.
Yeah,
like, I think I'm gonna like him now.
Yeah, that shit was fucking funny. I got some celebrity spots here. Do you watch the show Impractical Jokers?
I do not.
Two of the guys from it, Q and Sal, were sitting right behind Corey. You can see Q's hat there, and then there's Sal.
Oh, cool! It's Sally.
Yeah.
Sal
dude, it's a pretty funny show.
Is it?
Yeah, they just do. They have like fucking contests in public who can do more embarrassing shit.
I've heard of this show.
It's good. I recommend it.
I've heard of this show. What's going on here? What's this?
It's the. I didn't really have notes about that one. I at that point I was like, I think I'm gonna keep doing this, and I started screenshotting everything, and even though it was just to remind me what happened at this point.
Oh, okay.
You didn't have anything to say about New Day and Usos fighting?
No, I didn't care.
No, not really. Did the Bludgeon Brothers come out for that at all?
I think they just came out and stood there.
Oh yeah, they came out and like pointed their hammers.
Yeah, that was dumb.
It's dumb. Naomi and Natalia? Natalia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember her name this time.
Yeah, I didn't care.
That was dumb. Yeah, it definitely was dumb.
It was dumb.
It was dumb. Why did I screenshot it?
I
think I thought this movie was cool, and that's why I screenshotted it.
You should delete the ones that you're not going to talk about.
Yeah. We're learning. It's a learning process. Hey, there's the interview.
Oh, there it is.
I did do the interview.
Cool.
Ooh.
Okay, so we had Peyton Royce and Billy Kay coming up, which was great.
We did.
So I was really happy they came up. And what was cool about them coming up was that they, yeah, cool, it's a butt. What was really cool about them coming up was that they actually had them do something that mattered, which was cool. No one on Raw, none of their debuts really did anything. They basically cost Charlotte the fucking women's title.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. They did something important with them. So I really enjoyed that.
A real great introduction there.
Yeah. I don't have anything else till the end now.
They're really attractive.
Yeah,
well, especially
hot. They both got titty jobs.
Especially Peyton Royce.
That's why they're out, because they got the titty jobs.
You think Peyton Royce is better, right?
It's hard to say.
I would definitely say Peyton Royce. Yeah. Let's see. We talked about that already. That's the match. Yeah, we talked about that shit already.
They really went the super predictable route, having Nakamura just run in.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it made sense, but it was very fucking predictable. Very predictable. I got nothing else for SmackDown.
Nope, that's it.
NXT. I have like 3 notes now for NXT because we covered some of it already.
The first match was Kairi Sane and...
Dude, she is so hot.
Lacey Evans.
Yeah.
Lacey Evans. Dude, it was a good match. I like this match.
It was a good match. It's just, dude, her gimmick is so fucking corny.
Yeah.
The pirate thing.
If they could find a way to make it a little more badass, maybe like some sort of... Pirate metal's a thing. Use some pirate metal.
That sounds scary.
They use rock and metal shit all the time for their entrance music. Why not just use some pirate metal?
That sounds scary.
Sorry.
Yeah, that sounds frightening.
Yeah.
If you were a loudmouth like me, that might work. I'm a loudmouth.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You fucking dick. What else do we have on here? Oh, I would give absolutely anything in the world to see that fat fuck retard from Heavy Machinery die. I want him to die.
Oh, with
I hate him so much. I get so angry.
That's Taz, right?
Yeah, it's Taz. Taz and Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh, okay.
Dude, he makes me so mad.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think I should even be getting as mad as I am, but I get so mad when I see him. When he walks out like this, and he's like, I can't, sorry.
Your arms.
Sorry.
It's like, you can just put your arms down now.
Dude, I hate him, and he has that stupid look on his face like he's retarded.
Yeah.
I can't stand him. I don't like him. Okay, so the War Raiders debuted.
The War Raiders.
Yeah, because we're going to call them, that's the why? That's so dumb.
Yeah.
The War Raiders.
And as we talked about before, are they part of a larger group, or is it just those two?
It's just those two.
Then I don't understand.
Dude, the crowd was chanting War Machine as they're calling them, as it says War Raiders on the Titantron.
Did either of the announcers say War Machines at all, or they said
they called them War Raiders.
They didn't slip at all?
No.
Okay.
They called them War Raiders.
Because I was trying to figure out, I was like, well, what are these people called? Because I swear someone said War Machine, but now they're saying War Raiders there, and the fucking... I even rewound it and turned on the fucking captions and stuff to hear what was going on, and I was getting confused. Yeah. And I looked them up and it said War Machines online, and I'm like, oh, maybe they are War Machines.
They're a bunch of War Machines.
Just
fucking call them War Machine. It's just so stupid they're doing that. It doesn't even sound cool. They're the War Raiders. It's a dumb name.
Does Ring of Honor actually own the name? Or who, how's that work?
I don't know. Maybe they do. Then don't call them War, just call them something different then. You know what I mean? Don't make it a blatant rip-off of War Machine that's just lamer. You know what I mean? Just make up a new name for them.
War Raiders. Yeah, I don't know.
Just
call them the Raiders.
Something. I don't know. It was just a dumb... I mean, it could be something where Ring of Honor owns the name, but I don't know that Ring of Honor owns the names to any of that stuff. I think that, the people do usually. But, yeah, I don't know. That's all I got.
Interesting stuff to look into.
So, overall, this is just another terrible after TakeOver NXT. Their shows after their takeovers are always just lame because it's mostly just packages.
Yeah.
So it was pretty lame.
So is next week gonna be the same or?
No, next week should be good.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, that's it. We're done.
Cool.
We're done. That's all we got. So make sure you guys follow us on, or you subscribe to us on the YouTube Breakroom BS. Subscribe to us on there. We'll be back early this week, possibly Monday, with the continuing our Marvel review with Captain America: Civil War. Make sure you guys have already watched Doctor Strange and watch Civil War, so you're ready for our review.
Yeah, our Doctor Strange reviews up there.
It is. You can on our YouTube channel. You can search for the Doctor Strange episode. I will give you the number, but you can find it yourself. The episode number. Just look for it. It says Doctor Strange right in the title. For all you people listening.
Yeah. Fuck off.
There's no one listening. Oh yeah, fuck off.